For the fourth time in 5 seasons, Arkansas State has claimed the Sun Belt Conference Championship, and their victory tonight against Texas State gets them the title all to themselves. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of College Sports Live. I'm Blake Gwynn.
And I'm Commandant Chev. The Red Wolves top Texas State 55-17 and raised the trophy at the end of the evening. But before that, they played a great game, so let's go to the highlights. There's Freddie Knighton, Charleston Gurley, and Luke Ferguson, 3 of 16 seniors playing their last home game. Opening drive, senior Michael Gordon punches it in. He had 151 yards and is over 1,000 yards for the season. 7-0 A-State as the fans love the seniors. Next drive, Freddie airs it out deep to Chris Murray for the 31-yard touchdown. 14-0 Red Wolves. Texas State would get on the goal line, but Money Hunter picks it off. Tyler Jones picked off. 99-yard pick six, the longest in school history. 20-0 A-State. Texas State gets on the board, but then Warren Wan with the TD. The Red Wolves at 27-7 at the half. Second half, it's senior to senior. 2 of the all-time greats, Freddie Knighton to J.D. McKissick for the touchdown. Awesome moment there. Then Freddie keeps it himself for his 3rd total touchdown of the game. 41-10 Arkansas State. Sophomore Johnston White got in on the touchdown party with this 48-yard score, his 14th touchdown of the season. Look at him go. Then here's my favorite play of the game. Darian Griswold was a high school QB, but moved to tight end at A-State, and here he is back in the Wildcat at QB as he runs it in for the final touchdown. The Red Wolves win 55-17 to finish 8-0 in the Sun Belt.
We really pressed accountability. We asked a lot of them. We worked them extremely hard, and they never, ever did anything else but give us what we asked. And I think you see the product of that now, a year and a half later, that they really, it's a great group of kids.
It was a record-setting night, too, for Arkansas State. They became the only program in Sun Belt Conference history to go undefeated in conference play in multiple seasons. They topped a school and conference record for touchdowns, along with setting the Sun Belt record for interceptions in a single season with 26. They also broke the Sun Belt points records for a single season. Coach Blake Anderson is the fastest coach in A-State to reach 16 wins in his first 25 or fewer games. And certainly a night to remember for everyone in attendance. The game really seemed to go more towards the whole background story than the actual game itself.
Yeah, it was such a cool day. It was senior night, and the thing that I really loved about the game, and we saw it in the stats, is that the seniors performed well. We saw it in the highlights. Griswold had the rush touchdown. Gordon, 150-plus rushing yards. Freddie Knighton, 3 total scores. McKissick had a little slow game, but got him in the end zone. Right. It was just an emotional night, and it was a night that they proved that they're the best team in the Sun Belt. 8-0, just completely dominated this game and completely dominated the conference.
Yeah, and the thing to me is this team got better and better all season long.
Yeah.
We saw kind of a flash of brilliance for them in the Missouri game. We knew that they had the potential to compete, and we found out Missouri was pretty weak late in the year. But in the end of the day, it was a Sun Belt team going neck and neck with an SEC team. But then as the year progressed, we saw them get healthy, and we saw just what they could do when things came down to it.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at that early season, it was, Missouri, Maddie Mock being out really was a big difference for them later in the year. But yeah, for Arkansas State, Freddie Knighton got healthy. That's why they played better down the stretch.
Right. And we mentioned those seniors briefly. It was, of course, senior day at Centennial Bank Stadium. Among those honored, of course, was quarterback Freddie Knighton, running back Michael Gordon, wide receiver J.D. McKissick, lineman Chris Stone. Of course, Luke Ferguson, too, you see there right here from Jonesboro. He's had a fantastic career. We don't know where his career may go from here, but Freddie Knighton talked about what it was like to be a senior today in this program.
Going out a winner. Nobody remembers anything else except the fact that you won. So that's the only thing that matters. But for me personally, just, it's the only thing that really matters to me. I don't care about stats. I don't care about anything else, wins and losses.
Still to come on College Sports Live, the worst kept secret. The Red Wolves will be heading to New Orleans for their bowl game. We're going to be talking about that coming up next.
Plus, who will they play? A look at the team we believe will join the Red Wolves in New Orleans. Stay with us.
Skycam is sponsored by Arkansas Methodist Medical Center Paragould. All about you.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The Odyssey Special Edition, featuring the Honda Vac and a rear entertainment system. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event and you could get a great deal on KBB.com's best value brand. Now at your Honda dealer.
The Everyday Chef is your premier choice for the very best in cookware, cutlery, and small kitchen appliances, as well as coffees, teas, and gourmet food. For the bride-to-be, let us be the destination for your registry. The selection is ever growing, with the most up-to-date designs and styles from a variety of collections. Stop by the Everyday Chef today to see why there's never been a better time to bring out the chef in you.
Hunt to win at the 13th Annual Duck Classic, December 10th and 11th. The Duck Classic is a charity duck hunting competition benefiting the NEA Baptist Charitable Foundation. Win the Sierra Duck Truck, Polaris Ranger 900, tons of guns and thousands in cash. Learn more at duckclassic.com. From NEA Baptist Memorial Hospital, NEA Baptist Clinic, DNW, Glen Sane, Barton Power Sports, Under Armour, Jonesboro Radio Group, and KAIT. Hunt to win at the Duck Classic, December 10th and 11th.
You liked the apartment, you met the daughter, you knew she was going to be your roommate.
Her first problem was privacy.
I saw the monitor for the security cameras. One of the security cameras was pointing to my bedroom and bathroom door.
But her raging roommate was the final straw.
She told me that she went to Hong Kong and freaked out. She said she thought the mafia was after her.
She thinks your daughter is a kookaburra, and she doesn't want to live there.
Next Judge Judy. Monday at 3 on KAIT.
It's the worst kept secret in all the land. A-State will head to the New Orleans Bowl. That's on December 19th. That means Region 8 News is officially projecting Arkansas State to the New Orleans Bowl. There will be an official announcement tomorrow during a bowl selection. That's when A-State can talk about it. It's their 5th straight bowl appearance, but it'll be out of those 5 times, it'll be the first time away from the GoDaddy Bowl. So an official announcement tomorrow. We already know the game. We already know it's New Orleans, and I think it's a very, very good thing.
I think it's fantastic. I think, getting out of Mobile. Mobile's nice. It's been good for the Red Wolves, but I think everyone's looking for a change.
Yeah.
You saw it last year. We had some of the players laughing, oh, it's my first game here. Some other guy was like, oh, it's actually my 3rd game. Somebody else has a 4th game.
Yeah.
So they've lost track. But I think the Superdome, always nice to play in there, a very nice stadium. And I think really New Orleans is supposed to go to the Sun Belt champion, so it's kind of an honor to go in New Orleans. I think it's a big deal for the Red Wolves.
Superdome.
And yeah, Superdome, beautiful place. And I think it'll be nice to play someone different. They're going to play a Conference USA team. It's just a different change of scenery, and I'm glad for them. They've earned it. I think everyone's happy about it.
And it would appear to me that, like you said, a conference championship, this fan base, I hate to use the term bowl fatigue, but it was there. And I think on both sides.
Sure.
I think they needed somebody else, and I think that they're going to get what they're looking for.
One of the interesting things real quickly is that I think for Arkansas State, a lot of these teams out of Conference USA, we're going to talk about the opponent next, but a lot of them are really good at passing the ball. And the one thing maybe the Red Wolves have struggled a little bit, defending the pass at times. But they get the interceptions, so we'll see.
Yeah, and it does appear tonight, some information kind of breaking that it's possible that we know our opponent now at this point in time.
Yeah, and that opponent, Louisiana Tech, is one that we're really looking at. And some stats on Louisiana Tech: 8-4 this season, 6-2 in Conference USA. They average 312 passing yards per game. Now they've won 4 of their last 5 games. Their quarterback, Jeff Driscoll, actually the former quarterback for Florida.
Yeah.
So they did lose their last game to Southern Miss pretty bad, blowing out 58-24 in that one. But a pretty good Louisiana Tech team. Should be tough. Got to really shut down their passing game. But back to the Sun Belt for a second. A huge road win for Georgia State, beating rival Georgia Southern 34-7 to go to 6-6 and become bowl eligible after closing the season with 4 straight wins. Nick Arbuckle, had 346 yards and 3 TDs. Georgia Southern falls to 6-2 in the Sun Belt and 8-4 overall. Also, one other quick note. South Alabama lost, so 4 bowl eligible teams,
which is perfect.
Yeah,
it fills all 4 of those bowl spots. It's highly likely that Georgia State will go to the Cure Bowl in Orlando. Is what we would project there at that point in time.
Absolutely.
So, they didn't just beat Georgia Southern; they destroyed them.
And that was a road game, 34-7. And that defense had struggled early in the year, showed up big
Trent
time.
Miles doing big things out there at Georgia State.
Absolutely.
So, all right, we got some more college sports live. We're talking about the season coming up next.
Closed captioning of Region 8 News is sponsored by Bancorp South, right where you are.
Oh, Mike. Hey. It's quite the snowman you got there.
Yeah, it was quite the sale. I saved hundreds. You?
Yeah, I saved thousands. And mine lights up, too. Very handsome. Stop.
This holiday season, save on something you really want with great year-end offers during the GMC holiday event.
Now get $10,300 below MSRP on a specially equipped 2015 Sierra SLT Crew Cab model in stock. See your Northeast Arkansas GMC dealers.
DirecTV loves to claim 99% reliability. So, by their own math, they're admitting that their customers could be without satellite TV for over 80 hours a year. 80 hours of downtime is like 2 full work weeks. Aren't you paying too much as it is without giving your dish a paid vacation? For reliable TV that doesn't take time off, choose Suddenlink.
Call today and get HDTV, 100 meg internet, and home phone for just $69 a month.
Oh, what fun it is! It's a Nissan's holiday event for the season's best offers.
Right now, lease Rogue, just $229 per month, or get 0% APR for up to 72 months on Altamont. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
The Fowler Center at Arkansas State is your source for world-class culture and entertainment. For 27 years, Boston Brass has established a one-of-a-kind musical experience. Come join us and get in the mood for Christmas with the Boston Brass performing Christmas Bells Are Swingin', an evening of great music and fun for the entire family. For tickets and information, call the number on your screen or online at yourfowlercenter.com. The Fowler Center, where culture comes alive.
Region 8 News at 10 is sponsored by Kavanaugh Chevy Buick GMC.
Welcome back to College Sports Live, recapping a 55-17 win by Arkansas State, but more importantly, recapping a championship season for Arkansas State as we now exit the regular season and enter bowl season.
Not only a championship season, a season where they went 8-0 in conference, 8 straight wins. They couldn't have played any better than they did in conference. I mean, early on, maybe you wanted Freddie Knighton to play big time, but down the stretch, the guy's been incredible. It seems like every game, 2 scores, 3 scores. The big thing we talked about coming into the season was the defense. Would they stop the run? They certainly have, and more importantly, 26 turnovers. That's the most in the nation. 24 interceptions, I think 25, 26. I'm losing count, but 26. They have, I think it's 26. Yep. The most, it was 26 interceptions. Yep. The most interceptions in the nation, in the entire nation, by Arkansas State. Yep. Running back trio, Michael Gordon, Warren Wan, Johnston White, all played great. It's been just such a good season. There's not much you could point to. I think last year we had that glaring weakness, the run game. Really, this year, there's no, or stopping the run, excuse me, but really, the D-line. Yeah, the D-line, no weaknesses for the Red Wolves this year.
No, Knighton was hurt, they survived it. Yeah. They had a little problem with the offensive line I think most fans wouldn't have even known about, but they didn't actually have their guys they wanted in there all season long, but
it didn't
show up. It didn't show up in any of the stats. So overall, just a fantastic year for them. I think you're right. If you'll remember, and I hate to bring this because it sounds like something you would say, but I called 9-3-8-0.
Here we go.
I called 9-3-8-0 on the Red Wolves Live preseason special.
Yeah, you did.
I said it.
He said it.
You said I was.
I thought you were a little optimistic.
Okay.
6-2 or 7-1. I think I had one of those. I can't remember which one exactly.
All right. But I did do that.
You did? Do that. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That was nice. We're getting along here. It's good. Region 8 News will have live coverage from New Orleans. That starts on Tuesday, December 15th and running through the game. On Friday, December 18th, we're going to do a Red Wolves Live Bowl special. It begins at 10:15 on that Friday and feature a preview of the game, a recap of the season, all of which will be live from New Orleans. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up over the next few days. Practice will begin, I think they said practice will be on Friday. The first practices will start Friday for the bowl. Assuming most of those will be open to the public, I would assume.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Watch that. But, man, a great season. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts, I mean, they played the best season, the best football down the stretch. That's what you got to do going into a bowl game. Last year, they played their worst football down the stretch, lost the bowl game. This year, the best football. Maybe they win the bowl game.
Conference champs. We'll see you later.